Secondly, Honourable Speaker, I wish to respond to the repeated criticism against government from the opposition members and civil society leaders that the social welfare allowances are not enough to sustain a recipient given the cost of living. I wish to issue a reminder. It is not the sole responsibility of government to financially sustain the welfare of our social welfare recipients, Honourable Speaker. It is first and foremost the responsibility of the family. I want to say this in Itaukei, Honourable Speaker. Esenga ni tabi ni matintu mengaraba magatambigitua magaila wanangase oira era senga ni tubi naga na tuba kinyangonra kinramdrabua. Ongona itabi ni ndoa na buvale. Na matintu esulianga na bibuke me bakuria na itabi ndondonu nga menone liu endo na buvale. Government merely supplements this responsibility in recognition of the service of our older persons that have given to Fiji and supplementary support for our most vulnerable, which are our poor, our children, and our disabled. For those that truly need more support, Honourable Speaker, who are abandoned by their family, then this is done on a case-by-case basis. But having said that, Honourable Speaker, this government continues to prioritise the support services to our most vulnerable. An increase in budget, Honourable Speaker, last year for our social welfare recipients. It hadn't been done for years by the previous government. And then, of course, this year, Honourable Speaker, in this budget, there are two major changes I wish to highlight. And I thank Honourable Sachidanan for highlighting it. Number one, the Transport Assistance Scheme, Honourable Speaker. This was previously known as the Bus Fare Assistance Scheme that has been supporting around 48,000 beneficiaries. This has been allocated $13.4 million to subsidize the cost of travel for older persons over 70 and persons with disabilities. To enable beneficiaries to subsidize additional modes of transport beyond the public buses, the program will be renamed, as I mentioned, the Transport Assistance Scheme. From the 1st of August 2024, our social pensioners over 70 years old and disability recipients on the Disability Allowance Scheme will no longer be on the bus fare scheme, but will receive transport assistance in cash of $25 a month. Secondly, Honourable Speaker, the establishment of a child wellbeing centre. Subject to consultation of line ministries and cabinet approval, this initiative will see our children at risk who are facing some form of addiction or trauma, including majority of our street kids, to be rehabilitated, trained, and integrated back into society. An allocation of $250,000 has been made in this budget for the renovations of the Vunirewa Bible School in Serua, donated by the Methodist Church of Fiji for this purpose. An initial commitment from the People's Republic of China to fund the program component shows the confidence in our government in efforts to effectively tackle the drug and trauma issues faced by our children. We hope more bilateral and donor partners will come on board in these efforts as well. Other programs to note, Honourable Speaker, the Ministry has been allocated $200,000 under the Welfare Graduation Program. We aim to increase the skills of our beneficiaries through training programs and link them to dignified and decent work which matches their skills and experience that will enable them to start jobs or find employment opportunities. Under this reform agenda, Honourable Speaker, the Ministry has engaged 2 staff in the newly established Welfare Graduation Unit within the Department of Social Protection, who will be working in close partnership with employers, our vocational institutions, especially Pacific Polytech, Honourable Speaker. And I hear the other side of the House constantly berating the increase in funding for Pacific Polytech, but they're coming to the table in order to provide these vocational training for our people on social welfare and also our women, Honourable Speaker. And of course, working with the Ministry of Employment on this important program, which aims to not only support the long-term well-being and resilience of working age beneficiaries, but also aim to begin addressing the labour shortage in our economy.